Hey guys, and welcome back to the randomized K-On! Pokemon Team series. We're now going to see what our favorite Bucho, Ritsu, gets for her Gen 2 team. Ritsu's first Pokemon will be Aryados. Okay, Ritsu has a giant spider on her team. I can only imagine Mio's reaction if she were to see an Aryados in person. Now, Aryados may not be a powerhouse bug type, but it doesn't look terrible. A 390 base stat total is probably a bit low for a fully evolved Pokemon, but the stats look usable, except for its speed. For level up moves, there aren't too many good attacking moves, the strongest being Psychic, which comes very late. TM wise, it's a little better, though still not amazing. So I'd call this an okay start to Ritsu's team. And I think we can all agree she would use this thing to scare Mio. Although if that were to happen, Mio would most likely fall into a bloody coma. Ritsu's second Pokemon will be Gengar. That's definitely a leap in quality. Gengar, if I'm not mistaken, is one of the go-tos of the Ghost type. It is pretty darn powerful. It may not scream bulky, but that special attack and speed are going to cause opponents some real problems. While its level up moveset is expanded in Gen 2, it mostly just gets status moves. For TMs though, it is a very different story. There's actually some variety here, especially since Shadow Ball was introduced in this gen and is a solid ghost type attack. This is absolutely a great addition to a team. It may be a bit of a glass cannon, but it will cause real damage if you let it. Ritsu's third Pokemon will be Omastar. Ritsu gets a fossil Pokemon, and a pretty good one at that. Omastar is a solid Pokemon. Its defense and special attack are just ridiculous, and it has the same base stat total as Magmar. It does only get one rock type move by level up, and kinda late, but Ancient Power is a good move. It's kinda limited in coverage with TMs, although the ice moves will be super helpful for grass types. So a nice team member overall. It only really has to fear the grass Pokemon, which don't do too well in Johto. And most fossil Pokemon are pretty good in battle. This would really be a valuable asset to a team. Ritsu's fourth Pokemon will be Zapdos. Look at that. Ritsu gets a legendary. Unless you've watched M&J TV's video about legendaries, which says that the Kanto legendary birds shouldn't be classified as legendary. Zapdos is a pretty bonkers Pokemon. Great stats with excellent special attack and speed. Level up wise, it's serviceable. Except for one serious problem, which also extends to its TM list. No Thunderbolt. The best electric move it gets is Thunder, which is more powerful but much less accurate. Although I guess not as bad as Zap Cannon, and it can technically use Rain Dance to circumvent the accuracy problem. But this is still a strong Pokemon. You should never underestimate a Zapdos, unless you want to end up on the ground like this. Ritsu's fifth Pokemon will be Espeon. Not bad at all. Espeon is a solid evolution to have on a team. Its stats are almost on par with Gengar, and that is really impressive, especially since its special attack and speed are identical, so it is going to hit really fast and really hard. For level up moves, I guess it's good for what it is. Even if it missed Learning Confusion, it would still have Psybeam. There's not much to talk about for TMs. It's not flippin' awful, but it's not exactly stellar. Still, Espeon is very much useful in the Johto games, and I will let M&J TV explain why.
While Umbreon is helpful against Morty and Will, Espeon is helpful against a lot more. Also Morty because all his Pokemon are poison types, then against Chuck, then against Bruno in the league, and also against all of the poison types that Team Rocket has throughout the entire playthrough, of which there are a lot.
So this is a very good Pokemon to have. And Ritsu's last Pokemon will be Wigglytuff. That's not too shabby. Wigglytuff is a fairly good normal type to have. Maybe not as good as, say, Chansey or Blissey, but still good. It has fairly impressive HP and decent attack stats. For level up moves, it'll mostly have what it learns as a Jigglypuff, so nothing too special there. Its TM list is where a lot of its strengths lie, being as varied as several other normal types, so you'll have a few options. Overall, it may not be as tanky as a Blissey or have outstanding attack stats, but Wigglytuff can definitely put in some work. And that's it for Ritsu's Gen 2 team. It looks pretty good from what I can tell with some powerful members. If Ritsu took battling seriously, I think she'd do pretty well with this team. Also, the jump from having a pseudo-legendary to a legendary is kinda surprising. I do, however, have to wonder how responsible she would be with it, given that this is Ritsu we're talking about. As always, please rate, comment and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Feel free to come join me on Discord. Consider backing me on Patreon. And remember to stay chilled.